As we all know, the business world is changing and evolving every day during the pandemic. So our need to communicate is still as important as ever, if not more important than before. I'm going to explain to you today the best methods of communication and when the most appropriate time to use them are. Now, these are forms of communication that we all use daily, but I just want to kind of go over how we can utilize them during the pandemic and going forward. We're going to discuss communication involving our phones, email, Zoom, and Microsoft Teams. I'd like to start off by saying that if it's mandatory that you meet face-to-face with a customer, coworker, employee, your boss, then please do so safely and wisely, ensuring you're wearing a mask, practicing social distancing, and sanitizing frequently will be the best thing for everyone involved. This is a form of communication that we would really appreciate that you limit whenever possible. And so let's just get into the topics of communication. The first two forms of communication are digital platforms, which are Zoom and Microsoft Teams. Now, I'm sure we all use these on a daily basis, but like I said, I just want to kind of dig a little deeper and just go over the best ways to utilize them. So first, let's start with Zoom. Zoom is an audio and video conferencing platform that allows you to attend virtual meetings. The reason why this is such a great tool to utilize is that it makes you feel like you're meeting face to face while also offering that protection of being socially distanced. This is a fantastic way to present information sessions, team meetings, and even conducting interviews. Zoom also allows the host to share their screen, so this is really great for the participants to really be able to follow along throughout the presentation. Now, similar to Zoom is Microsoft Teams, which also has the same features as Zoom's, if not a little bit more refined, I suppose. Microsoft Teams allows you to store files, data, documents, and it's all easily accessible for everyone to collaborate on and integrate on together. Utilizing Microsoft Teams is a great way to limit face-to-face interactions when you have projects and need to work together to meet those deadlines. Now let's get into the more basic forms of communication that we use day to day. Just like pre-COVID, communication over the phone is quick and convenient. Now do your best to make appointments for phone calls whenever possible. Now that people have kind of made the switch to working from home, they have more distractions like children, pets, and delivery people or the mailman. Planning a phone call gives you and the other person the opportunity to work through those factors and do that beforehand. Also, text or any other sort of chat application are other great ways to communicate when you need to quickly ask a question or give information. For example, this could look like sending a text saying you'll be signing on late for a Zoom call or confirming plans for a project. As always, be professional, and I suggest only using text messaging with those who you know also enjoy text message. Lastly, let's talk about email. Email is a great form of communication because it limits any face-to-face interactions with your coworkers, boss, employees, customers. Email is very useful if you need to ask a question or provide information, but sending a text doesn't provide you enough space to convey what you're trying to say. And of course, we have Gmail, Yahoo Mail, Outlook, among many other email services. Now, unlike a phone call, you're able to initiate communication whenever you need without it being disruptive to the other person. This way, they'll be able to open it on their own time when they're free to do so. And that's what's so great about email, is that it's a quick way to communicate with the convenience of responding at your leisure. Now, it is important to continue to respond in a timely fashion as you would pre-pandemic. This not only shows respect for the other person, but it also allows them some peace of mind as well. We're all trying to adjust to the new normal, so it's imperative that we communicate efficiently and timely, which leads me right into the next portion of our presentation. I'll hand it over to Kevin, and he'll talk to you about how to effectively communicate